What it is, YouTube? This is your boy Omega 500, and today we are going to react to top 10 best fight scenes in Hobbs and Shaw and Fast and Furious. That's what it says. I don't have it written down nowhere. It is by WatchMojo.com on YouTube. Make sure to go check them out. They make really good content. You know, I agree with most of the things they say. Not everything, cause not every list can be accurate for me. But let's do this, bro. Lego, as Blast HD says.
This video is brought to you by Hobbs and Shaw. Own it with over 80 minutes of bonus content, including an alternate opening.
After this video, I'm going to do a review on Hobbs and Shaw, and I'm gonna tell you what you think. Since the DVD's out, I've already seen this in theaters. So I'll do my best to summarize this. So I remember most of it. It was pretty good. I'll tell you.
Deleted scenes on digital October 15th.
Ooh, I gotta look at the deleted scenes. Maybe I'll do a reaction on that.
November 5th. The rest of the Fast and Furious franchise is available now on digital, 4K Ultra HD, and Blu-ray. Audiences may come for the high-octane chase scenes, but Hobbs and Shaw know how to entertain in more ways than one. Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Luke Hobbs and Deckard Shaw fights. For this list,
oh wait, this is them?
Some of the most memorable fights in the Fast and Furious franchise, featuring Luke Hobbs and or Deckard Shaw. Though this long-running film series has offered us no shortage of vehicular mayhem over the years, we are specifically focusing on hand-to-hand and armed combat for this list. Number 10, Shaw babysits The Fate of the Furious.
That was a good moment. Bro, that was a fucking cute moment, I have to say. Cause like Dom's baby is there, and it's like a cute story. Like the baby is there, the Dom's ex or whatever is dead, and the baby's the only one they got, and now Letty is the only chick that Dom's dating right now, bro. I don't know if they're married or not. I'm not sure. They probably are. But yo, like, this is a really touching moment and awesome, badass moment of Deckard Shaw, bro, and Jason Statham, bro. Let's go hear what this says, bro.
In complex gunplay with hordes of faceless henchmen is a time-honored tradition in the action genre. But it's one that takes a brilliant fight coordinator to orchestrate. And
bro, look how badass that is.
Furious delivers here. Following in the footsteps of John Woo in Hard Boiled and Gerard Butler in Shoot 'em Up, Jason Statham's Shaw kicks, shoots, and pistol whips his way through a plane full of trained gunmen.
That's so awesome.
Keeping Dom's child out of harm's way. He even stops to check in on the little tot whenever he can, ensuring that despite the surrounding carnage, the baby remains none the wiser. Number 9, The Prison Riot, The Fate of the Furious.
Yep.
Prison isn't where you'd want to be even on a good day. But finding yourself among the inmates, in a high-security prison no less, when all hell breaks loose, that's enough to stain your orange jumpsuit. For Luke Hobbs and Deckard Shaw, however, a full-blown prison riot is a walk in the park. A particularly overcrowded park, perhaps, but you get the idea. Deckard Shaw takes the mayhem as an opportunity to escape. He does so by moving through guards and prisoners alike. While Hobbs was happy to stay in his cell, Shaw's escape forces his hand, and so he's soon following suit, tossing people around like ragdolls. Number 8, Parallel Nights. Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw. This 2019 film starts with a split screen showing how our joint protagonists start their respective days. Hobbs and Shaw might butt heads a lot, but for all their differences, they also have a lot in common. A penchant for eggs aside, they both also have a knack for getting themselves into trouble. Shaw makes his way to a posh party in London, while in Los Angeles, Hobbs heads to a karaoke bar that acts as a front for a more nefarious business. Despite their different settings, they both receive a similar welcome, prompting them to each start talking with their fists.
Ooh, we got kicked in the balls.
But as these parallel fights prove, Hobbs and Shaw are actually a match made in heaven. Number 7, Hobbs and Toretto versus Owen Shaw and Klaus. Fast and Furious 6. Tearing through dozens of faceless goons is all well and good, but there's something to...
Bro, that dude right there looked more muscular than these two. Like, damn. He looked like the fucking John Cena dude. But, like, is Dwayne Johnson more muscular than John Cena? Like, Vin Diesel, he's muscular, but he ain't like Dwayne Johnson, bro. Like, look at him. He's so, like, muscular and shit. And You know, because, and for those who don't know, John Cena, Vin Diesel has confirmed John Cena will be in Fast and Furious 9, which comes out next year. Maybe I'll take my girlfriend there, or maybe I'll take my homies and my girlfriend. You know, I'm excited for that shit, bro. I'm going to react to the trailer when it comes out, too. I hope everyone's doing a hell of a good job with that film. Make it good, as always. All of them are good. I've never hated any of them.
Be said for a big fight between our heroes and bona fide villains. And when the heroes in question are played by none other than Dwayne Johnson and Vin Diesel as Luke Hobbs and Dominic Toretto, you know you're in for one heck of a show. Vin Diesel is by no means a small dude, but Klaus, played by Kim Cold, makes him look tiny by comparison.
It does.
So it only felt appropriate to make this a tag team match. Toretto against Owen Shaw and Hobbs against Klaus. It is a great fight from beginning to end, but when Toretto and Hobbs team up to finish Klaus, well, that is the KO.
Ah, there you go.
Number 6.
Beat his ass.
Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw.
Oh, this was funny.
Most noteworthy on-screen fights rise above the rest as a result of masterful stunt coordination. In this particular case, however, what makes the scene so memorable is less the fight itself and more the setup. Hobbs and Shaw are presented with a classic dilemma, the choice between two doors. Upon seeing that his corridor is full of foot soldiers, Shaw makes a half-hearted attempt to trade, before launching himself into the fray to do what he does best. On the other side of the glass wall, Hobbs only has a single, admittedly oversized adversary, whom he floors with a single punch. And then he just kicks back and watches Shaw work. The scene delivers on both action and laughs.
Yep.
What more could you ask for?
Exactly.
Number 5. The elevator fight scene. Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw. This is one fight we'd personally rather sit out, but it was an absolute pleasure to watch from the comfort of a movie theater. This scene actually works as a nice inversion of our previous entry. This time, it's Shaw on the other side of the glass who's having
this was funny too, just like the trailer
doing all the work.
in the movie.
Being said, given that he's fighting while falling from a skyscraper, I think it's safe to say that Hobbs got it a whole lot worse. His dynamic with Shaw makes for a good laugh, but the action itself is absolutely top-notch, making for a high-flying and high-stakes fight that continues even after they hit the ground floor. Number 4, Hobbs versus Shaw. Furious 7.
I expected this.
Hobbs and Shaw team up, there's no denying that these two go together like cats and dogs. They're clearly most at home when at each other's throats. Since they're both relatively new additions to the franchise, however, we've only gotten to see them really throw down on one occasion. And quite frankly, we'd be lying if we said it didn't leave us wanting more. Hobbs brings an unlikely pairing of both brawn and speed, but Shaw is even faster. And he's just about as tricky as they come, always improvising as he goes. When the fight transitions from brawl to gunplay, however, Shaw quickly brings it to an explosive conclusion. But while it lasted, it was glorious. Number 3, Hobbs and Shaw versus Brixton. Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw. In Idris Elba's character Brixton lore, Shaw and Hobbs find...
This dude wasn't joking when he said he's like Black Superman. This dude was fucking, he was really true about this shit.
An enemy the likes of which neither they nor Dom and his crew has ever faced before. As he's an artificially enhanced terrorist, he is pretty much a supervillain.
He's a machine.
That being said, never before in this franchise...
As Obi-Wan Kenobi once said, he's more a machine than man. Which is so true, because he did that shit to him. He said, "It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground." And then he chopped his legs off, and he became a cyborg. And that's how Darth Vader was born. And did you know that Grievous is the cyborg, Darth Maul is the hatred of the Sith, and Dooku was the fallen Jedi? All equals all three Darth Vader. It's true. I saw that on Facebook, and I was like, God damn. That's so shocking, but so true.
Have our heroes gone to war either? Hobbs and Shaw is really a film full of firsts for Fast and Furious. As Brixton proved during the truck fight, he is not to be taken lightly. So in the end, it demands the combined effort of Hobbs and Shaw to take him down. With plenty of slow motion, brutal bone-crunching blows, and a healthy dose of rain for dramatic effect, this was the perfect fight to end off a film that had already set a high bar in terms of action.
And then the computer AI shut him
Shaw
off.
versus Toretto. Furious
I guess
7.
he didn't need him.
If you're going to be a major player in this franchise, it's only a matter of time before you go head-to-head with the main man himself. But when Deckard Shaw came into the picture as the big bad of the 7th film, he brought an above-average amount of personal baggage. Grudges that went both ways. Deckard was out for blood after his brother's crushing defeat at the hands of Dom and the gang. And Dom, for his part, knows that this is the man who killed Han.
Yep.
You can feel that mutual hatred infused in every...
And people on like online are saying Han redeemed or something. Like, I've heard people say that shit and online, like, I've heard about it. And I'm like, you know what? I guess I agree. Like they were, like, in Furious, Fate and the Furious, like, the Mr. Nobody forced Decker Shaw to, like, work for these guys, and they suddenly became friends, like, part of the family. So I wonder how they're gonna do for, like, Han's, like, redemption, you know?
Every stage of this fight, from the head-on collision and the brief gunplay to their brutal brawl. Had Gioconde not interfered, they likely would have beat each other to death. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified.
Okay, here we go. Okay.
Fast 5. For the 5th Fast and Furious film, the franchise got an exciting new addition to the...
Now, people, I think I agree myself, but Fast 5 has to be the best film they've made. Like, a lot of people agree. Like, critics agree, fans agreed probably, I don't know.
Cast. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. It was a major shakeup, not just in terms of the on-screen dynamic between characters, but also in the addition of more gunplay and physical altercations. More of a slow-building heist movie than its sequels, Fast 5 steadily ups the tension in various ways.
This is one of the reasons why this is the best, because you get to see Dwayne Johnson and Vin Diesel kick each other's ass, you know. And they do hate each other in real life, which is so fucked up, you know? And then Tyrese hates them. Like, I need to look up why they hate him. Is it because he wanted more attention from the movies? Like, I need answers, Google. Please answer this to me. Please answer this to me.
It was freaking explosive. Diesel and Johnson are both big guys, and their characters have egos to match.
Yep.
The brawl is brutal and bone-crunching, as the two behemoths literally throw each other through walls. In the end, it even manages to pack an emotional punch as well. This video is brought to you by Hobbs and Shaw. Own it with over 80 minutes.
Alright, so now I promised, I hope this video don't take too long. So I'm gonna, the video saves. I think it will, because I've deleted most of the videos. That makes it savable. So I'm gonna give y'all the review on Hobbs and Shaw. So there's gonna be spoilers if you haven't seen the film. So right now, so movie, I gotta say the movie was 5 stars out of 5. I loved it. So it was about the dude, the black dude. I don't know his name, but him and these people stole like a virus or something, and they had to like get it back from him. So the dude, so Ryan Reynolds, that was like Dwayne Johnson's like boss or something. I don't know. I don't remember his name. They're like, oh, we're brothers, man. And Hobbs is like, no, we're not friends or nothing. They're like it was pretty funny and shit. So then Hobbs was had tasked. And then they found out they were working together like this, and they were like, "This asshole, we're working for this cracker." They didn't really say that, but so then when they got to the dude, the dude hacked into the computer files, and they framed him. So then later, they have to like get on a flight to find him because they find information. And you see Kevin Hart, and he's like the air marshal, which is pretty cool, because Dwayne Johnson and Kevin Hart are friends. Like, I guess I'm not surprised. I was really surprised when he was in the movie. I'm like, damn, they got Kevin Hart in this movie? Like, damn. And then he was on again about, I'm doing a video.
Do you want something to eat from Steve's?
What's Steve's?
It's a place in Southern Pines.
What do they have? Home fans.
Lots of different stuff.
What do they got?
Now, because Chris is up there. It would take us like 5 minutes to get there, but Steve.
Is it pizza? Is it pizza?
You're not eating in there.
I'll have pepperoni pizza. Alright, so.
No, he.
So, where was I? So they got to the place. They went to Hobbs' family. They were like hating him because he did something wrong, and then they finally accepted him. They didn't have no guns, so they disabled it. and they started fighting like caveman style. So later they were fighting the black dude, and the machine turned them off. So because he failed, they were like, "Okay, you've won this round, but maybe he'll get his revenge or something." I don't know. But I really enjoyed it. It was pretty good. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell. And I'm going to be doing a gaming video. I'm going to do Battlefront 2. I'm going to be getting the Luke Skywalker skin, the Farm Boy skin, on co-op. I'm going to play some co-op for my gaming vid. So it's your boy Omega 500 signing out this bitch.